snooze, going back. You ain't even gonna set an alarm. You just gonna wake up and be like, I feel like doing nothing today. I'm taking my eyes back to sleep. You know, so when you an entrepreneur or you're a creator, shit like that, you have to have the ultimate tool. What's going on? Witty P dropping in one time, and today I want to make a life video. And you know I gotta keep it balanced. I do life videos, relationship, my sports, shit like that. I'm doing weekly, got the weekly schedule, and I want to talk about, you know, your future and talk to my hard workers out there. Yes, you may be bigger than a 9 to 5. Yes, and I want to be clear, there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. We all got to pay our bills. We got to make ends meet, shit like that. But you could be bigger than a 9 to 5. And sometimes we don't know that because there's another side we just haven't tapped into, or we just not, you know, we don't have the confidence. And let's be real, being an entrepreneur, being a creator, being a content creator, all that shit, that's not for everybody. And matter of fact, it's a small percentage, you know, of entrepreneurs, creators. It's growing every day. Daily is growing, but it's still a small percentage, you know, of creators, entrepreneurs, you know, in comparison to people that work a 9 to 5. So it's not easy, you know, being an entrepreneur, content creator, you know, just a creator, whatever you want to, you know, do that doesn't involve, you know, a set schedule, structure, things like that, because a lot of times you have to be self-sufficient, you know, when you don't have that structure, you don't have that schedule. And that's why I say a 9 to 5 is for, let's just say 80-90% of people, because 80-90% of people don't have structure. You know, they need a schedule, they need some sort of guidance, you know, they do. That's why it's, you know, a small percentage of entrepreneurs out here, people that can create, entertain, all that type of shit. Because you got to be confident, you know, you got to be thick-skinned. A lot of people, you don't have to have thick skin at work. You just depend on your job, but 80% of jobs, you don't have to have thick skin. You know, just got to do your job, be productive, you know, and do your job, shit, for the most part. You got to have thick skin. You being an entrepreneur, you know, you're a creator, shit like that. People are judging you every day. You're on camera, you're an entrepreneur, you know, you got your own business. Some days your shit ain't growing. You know what I'm saying? Some days you taking L's. When you start a business, you taking L's your first couple of years or your first couple of months, whatever. You're going to take them L's right off the bat, you know, unless somebody, you know, somebody funded you, you know what I'm saying? Somebody really had that, really put you together, put you all the way in the game. But if you really, you know, starting from the mud, you know, brick by brick, you're going to start off taking them L's. You are. So that's why you have to have thick skin. Like if you're going to be an entrepreneur, creator, shit like that. But you may be bigger than the 9 to 5, and some signs that you may be, you know, bigger than the 9 to 5. When you leave work, do you have any other activities or hobbies that you really take serious that you do? Real talk. Because before I started YouTube, I didn't exactly know. I always knew I wanted to talk sports, life, you know, and get my voice out here. But I never knew exactly that I wanted to do YouTube. But before I even started YouTube, I used to write every single day about different, just life shit, different topics. That's why I'll never run out of topics. I can always go life, whatever I want to talk about. I'll never run out of topics. Got a notebook filled with shit. Notebooks. I'm talking 4 or 5 notebooks filled with shit. Check out my poetry. You know, I'm a writer. That's what I do. You know, but if you do an activity when you outside of work, you know, that you're really dedicated to, you really have passion for, you know, and you take it serious, that could be what you can latch onto. You know, find a way you can monetize that, or find a way to make it entertaining, whatever you do. But that's the first sign to me, is that you have other hobbies that you take real serious, you know, outside of work. That's the first sign. You know, I think another sign is you feel like you work too hard for that company or for that job. You know what I mean? Because you could be putting that energy and that effort into yourself. You just never thought about it in that way. Like, damn, I'm doing overtime. I did this many hours. I did this. I completed this goal at work. I'm the leader in this. Fuck all that. That shit could be going to you and your business or whatever you want to do. You know? So if you always find yourself feeling like, damn, I get a company, all. I get a business, my all. You know, they love me. I'm employee of the month, of the year. Fuck all that. That shit could be going towards you and your time and what you like to do. Imagine if you put all that hard work that you give, you know, to your boss and shit like that, to yourself. Imagine that. Just imagine that. Crazy. You know, how successful we could be out here. It is. But like I say, some people just need that structure though. Maybe without that structure, you wouldn't be as productive. So you always got to look at it from both sides. See, I'm fair. You know? That structure, like, oh, I got to be to work at 7. I got to be there at 8. You know that. When you wake up and you can do your own shit, you might look at the phone and be like, man, fuck that. I'm snooze, going back. You ain't even going to set an alarm. You just going to wake up and be like, I don't feel like doing nothing today. I'm taking my eyes back to sleep. You know, so when you're an entrepreneur or you're a creator, shit like that, you have to have the ultimate discipline because you have to set your own schedule, basically. You know, so you have to have the ultimate discipline. You do. But like, you find yourself, you know, giving your all to the company, to the business. You know, you find yourself doing a strong hobby that you're very passionate about. You know, those are some key signs. You know, those are some key signs. You know, you may be, you know, bigger than a 9 to 5. Real talk, and there's nothing wrong working a 9 to 5. We all gotta, you know, do what we gotta do. Shit. We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do. You know, but yeah. Think about that though. Just think about that. It's not for everybody, but you could be bigger than 9 to 5. You could. You know, if you find yourself just always being self-sufficient, you always like figuring out problems, you're a problem solver, you know, you're very passionate about something outside of your job, you know, think about that. Think about that. Because you, like I said, you could be your own boss, if we want to be real. You could be your own boss, you know, but gotta have structure, gotta have discipline, you know, if you want to do that. And a 9 to 5 provides that for you. As long as you follow it, you know, you'll be all right, you know, because you're like a robot sometimes working a 9 to 5. Wake up, 7 o'clock, lunch this time, go home this time. You're like a robot at times, you know, working 9 to 5. So if you don't like feeling like a robot, that's another sign you know, you bigger than 9 to 5. Like if you like kind of like doing different shit throughout the day, but it's productive shit, that's another sign. Like you like to do all different shit throughout the day, that's another sign. But it's, you know, shit that actually getting shit done, being efficient, that's another sign. You know, you don't want to be a robot. You know, a lot of motherfuckers that work a 9 to 5 and shit like that, they robotic as hell. Wake up, go to work, eat lunch, go home, baby, cook dinner, do it all over, do it all over again, robotic as hell, you know. But let me know what y'all think. You know, I got to keep it real. Just giving you my, you know, my thoughts, you know, about this. You know, you could be bigger than a 9 to 5. That's real, you know. But not if you don't have no structure, you don't have no work ethic, you don't have thick skin, you're not. No, you're not. You got to have thick skin. That's one of the main things. You got to have thick skin. Because you're going to go through some shit where you be like, what the fuck, man? Shit. When my next check gonna come? No, I'm talking shit, but yeah, let me know what y'all think. Drop it down in the comments. Keep the fire coming. Keep it rolling. Something on my mind. I feel like I dropped this for sure. Something to think about. Some hard workers out there, you know. But comment, like, subscribe, share the video. We out.